ashram of our revered Guru, Pujya Atman Sri Swami Jyotirmananji in Miami, Florida. Today is July the 19th, 2014, Saturday evening, and tonight Swamiji will conduct a class on concentration and meditation. And now, Pujya Atman Sri Swami Jyotirmananji.
Om Brahmanandam Param Sukhadam Kevalam Jnana Murtim Dvandvatitam Gagan Sadrisham Tattvamasya Laksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatihitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Om. Adorations to Sadguru, who is Brahman, the giver of supreme bliss, embodiment of pure consciousness, one without a second, vast as ether, infinite, eternal, beyond the three gunas and their modifications, the supreme preceptor. We begin with concentration exercises on slide projections. You have before you Lord Krishna in meditative pose. The form of Krishna is like the form of any other deity. It's highly mystical. Each deity, Krishna is representing God the Absolute. The blue complexion relates to infinity, eternity. The garland relates to garland of divine qualities, Devi Sampat. The golden apparel relates to cosmic wisdom. Peacock feather in his crown represents all the glorious expressions of the universe. If you collect them all in a symbolic way, it's like the golden feather, the feather of peacock. And likewise, there are various attributes of God. Closing your eyes, mentally visualize the form of Krishna and try to relax your mind. And create an affirmation that you are actually coming closer to God. How does it feel? In order to help your mind, think of the most loving experience you have in life, like a child coming to a mother. And therefore, if you are coming closer to God, your mind should be free of all stress, all sadness. The mind should become filled with peace, joy. All things that create stress in your mind, they cannot exist in the presence of God. The forces of darkness cannot exist before the bursting light of the sun. Next, open your eyes, looking at nature's wonders, Monument Valley, a valley where rocks have been beaten up by wind through thousands of years, and they have become shaped into these monuments. Giving you a mystical insight that every human being, all creatures, they are being worked upon by the forces of God's will. They are being molded. And the possibility of change in every individual is boundless. Faith in God and allowing the God to float, allowing the mind to flow to God, that enables you to change your destiny. You become the architect of your destiny. And the ultimate goal is God realization. So you are learning patience, persistence, tenacity. Closing your eyes. The same divine hand that has worked upon those rocks, turning them into monuments, may that divine hand work upon every mind, converting the mind into a temple of God. Next, open your eyes, looking at beautiful flowers, rhododendrons. And you behold those flowers. Turn your attention to the biblical statement of Lord Jesus. Consider the lilies of the field. If he had seen rhododendron, he said, consider the rhododendrons of the field. How do they blossom? How simply the nature brings forth under divine support such expressions of gentle beauty. The same divine presence exists in every heart. Gently, God can steal away all your worries and anxieties. And allow the divine potentiality within you to blossom, the beauty of which will blow away your mind. Closing your eyes, as you visualize the blossom, think of those points, how silently, gracefully, the divine self is supporting you. And under his care, you can blossom. Next, open your eyes to another expression of immense joy, sport. This is okra jumping in the ocean. And closing your eyes, try to bring a sense of joy and thrill in your heart. The same divine presence is sustaining you at every level of your personality. The more you know, the more the soul within you jumps with joy. Next, open your eyes, looking at a green, beautiful forest and a path leading you on into that forest. If your mind becomes spiritually sensitive, you enjoy unique type of satsanga if you walk through that path, enjoying the presence of those majestic trees. Outwardly there is stillness, grace, calmness. But you must realize every leaf is active. The dynamic touch of God is operating through every cell. Closing your eyes, relax yourself as you walk through the path leading to the green forest. Enjoy the soft breeze. Listen to the tweets and twitters of birds. Next, open your eyes. It's a church among the mountains. The very setting itself, the mountain setting, is a divine church. A temple of God, and within that, and there is, you have a from a more practical point of view, a beautiful church drawing people to God. Closing your eyes, Next, open your eyes. A picturesque scene of setting sun. A lot of orange and purple, all luminous. And a tree is as if soaked in the beauty and grandeur of the sunset. Consider your mind like a tree, soaked in the glory of God. Closing your eyes. Imagine you are seated by the ocean during a full moon night. You are enjoying the beauty of the ocean, shimmering in the light of the moon. Give to yourself a simple exercise of trying to attune your breathing process with the surf. As the surf is coming up towards you, you are breathing in. While breathing in, seeing the surf coming up. As you breathe out, the surf is moving back. A simple exercise of attunement. You and the ocean are being attuned. Add to this, as surf comes up to you, as if the ocean is chanting Om. A chorus of Om comes up as you are breathing in, watching the surf coming up, and the spiritual vibrations of Om enfold you. And then, as you begin to breathe out, surf is moving back, chorus is receding, your heart is expanding, and you have become as if melted into the ocean. I and the ocean are in tune. Now, I'm leading you to japa of Om, along with meditation. Focus your mind at your navel center. It's known as Manipur chakra. Those who know the Kundalini Yoga, the mystic energy begins to open this center. You gain a profound insight. The insight that body is not you. A detached view of body gives you a benefit. You remedy the troubles of the body faster. And there is harmonization of pranas as a result of that concentration. So, simple. Mentally imagine there is a beautiful lotus at your navel center with rosy petals. And it's a mystic lotus. From the center of that lotus, Om, a resonance of Om, is emanating from the center. Om, Om. And you mentally do the japa. But view that the Om sound is coming from that navel center. And it is relaxing your entire body from the toes to the head. A healing touch of grace is coursing through your body while your mind is focused on the navel center. And you are listening to the stream of Om, 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 Om. And try to also reflect upon the idea that I am. I am the spirit sustaining this body. And this body is inseparably related to the entire universe of matter. So the spirit that sustains this body is the same spirit that sustains this entire universe. If I am the body, I am also the entire universe of matter. If I am a wave, then I am also the ocean. This is called meditation on the A aspect of Om. Om has 4 aspects. But in your practice, you are simply saying Om, Om, enjoying it. Om is radiating from your navel. And try to sensitively understand that your body is sustained by divine presence. The same presence that sustains your body sustains this entire universe. You are inseparably related to the universe. This form of practice removes the gross impurities of your mind, malas, anger, greed, agitation, and so forth. You begin to enjoy inner peace. Now switch your attention to the heart center, known as Anahata Chakra. Is the mystic center, a seat of all your feelings and desires, described as Kama Granthi, the knot of desire. Here you are bonded with your subtle body. It's beautiful lotus blooms at your heart center. And there is a golden seat in the middle of that lotus. And Om is emanating from that lotus. Om, Om. Here the resonance is touching your heart and allowing all your feelings to be inundated by a sense of sweetness. The mind begins to enjoy a sense of profound fulfillment. As the burden of desire begins to melt, a feeling of fulfillment begins to remove the clouds of desires. Your meditation has switched to the you aspect of Om, and it has opened the door to understand that the subtle body within you is inseparably related to the cosmic subtle body. In a simple way, the mind in you is a wave in the cosmic mind. If you were to relax your mind, you have the support of the cosmic mind. Individual mind cannot carry too much burden. But when you turn your mind in tune with cosmic mind, there is no burden at all. These clouds move in the sky, lots of them. They do not create any burden on the sky. Likewise, your heart has opened to the presence of God, an awareness that my mind is a wave in the mind of God. It is His will that dominates the mind and brings a profound thrill within it. This form of meditation breaks down the kama granthi. You are bonded with your desires, with your subtle body, as if you are fettered. That bondage is gradually removed. You can stay out of your mind and watch your mind as if it is something objective, nothing to be upset by it. Switch your attention to Ajna Chakra between the eyebrows. Here there is lotus with snowy white petals, symbolic of absolute purity. At the center of the lotus there is a golden radiation. And Om is radiating in full measure. Not absolutely full, but A, U, and M, three aspects are blended. This leads to the awakening of the third eye, the mystic vision that is always closed in individual. You allow that to open up. Is the seat of wisdom. Your intellect shines, your understanding blossoms, and there is nothing greater for experiencing inner fulfillment. Now switch your attention to the crown of the head, at the climax of this mystic ascent. At the crown of the head, There's Sahasrara Chakra, a mystic center which is represented as a 1,000-petaled lotus. You are enjoying immense peace and joy. And allegorically, this seat of enjoyment within you has blossomed into 1,000 petals. And every petal has a dewdrop of nectar. It is soaked with nectar. Your mind is absolutely free of all stress, tension, and limitation. Your head has become turned into 1,000-petaled lotus. And Om is resonating. It's the fourth aspect of Om. It is transcendental. Cannot be described. Om in full measure. Om is God. God is, your mind is attuned to God in His fullness. If that is so, like 1,000-petaled lotus, soaked in nectar, that's how your mind has become. And follow an allegorical picture. The drops of nectar gather into a stream and they flow down from your crown of head, down your spine, nourishing every center and the radiating nadis, pranic channels. The entire fabric of your personality is soaked in divine presence. Now follow a simple form of meditation. Focus your mind at the heart center. Imagine your heart has turned into a beautiful lotus. The tender sentiments of your heart are the petals. And you are enfolding the divine presence by the lotus of your heart. The divine presence is the embodiment of absolute love. And your heart therefore must feel immense joy. And that divine presence is Krishna in the lotus of your heart. Think of the same picture that you have seen. That Krishna is seated in meditation, exuding a divine aura, radiating Satchidananda, a sense of immense peace, immense joy, immense sublimity. All this coming from your heart, lotus of your heart. And you are seeing Krishna mentally, visualizing. Soft chanting of Om according to Om Pranayam method. You breathe in and feel the resonance moving up your spine. Om. And you continue breathing in. Ram, 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 Ram. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om. Prayer for health, long life, peace, prosperity and enlightenment for all of you. Prayer for peace and harmony in the world. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukum Vabandhanat Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukam Vabandhanat Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavat, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavat, Sarvesham Punam Bhavat, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavat, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kashchid Dukha Bhag Bhavet, Asato Ma Sadgamaya, Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityor Ma Mritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Hari Om.